Hey guys, welcome to Muse and Magic 1111. Thanks for stopping by my channel for yet another deep dive into this twin flame journey. My name is Eisha, coming to you from Bay Area, California. I'm your local healer, spiritual advisor, workshop facilitator, author, muse, homeschool mom, and so much more. Again, thanks for stopping by. Remember to like, share, subscribe if you hear anything in this video that resonates with your soul. If you've listened to any of my videos before, then you know how I pretty much get down when I do my readings. I'm always opening up with a song, a healing, and also I've already shuffled and laid out the cards just to save time, because shuffling can take a really long time, at least the way that I shuffle. I like to make sure I'm mixing it up really good and just really following my intuitive hunches and what spirit gives me on when to stop. So we're just going to dive in today. I am going to do some work specifically around healing, again, the twin flame relationship, on releasing karmic patterns, okay? That's what I'm going to be doing while your eyes are closed and we're listening to the lyrics of this song. Today I chose a song by Nelccia, Nelccia. I will be sure to put that in the description box. It's called Someone. I have used her before in some of the readings. I can't remember if I've ever used this song before, but it really doesn't matter, because even if I have, it's just on my heart, on my spirit to do so again. I'm always choosing songs that are from divine feminine to the masculine, or masculine to the feminine. And today I just feel like this is a song from divine feminines. You know, it's like I hear your souls crying out. You just are really ready to be unbound, unwound, unchained from this particular connection. And not so much in a bad way, but you're just ready to be freed. Especially for those of you who feel like you're constantly feeling this pull or this tug or this connection with divine masculine, even though you may not be in communication. For many of you, it's mainly just that soul connection, how you can always know kind of what's going on in their lives, or how they're feeling, what they're going through, their emotions, because you feel it. They are the polar opposite of you. They are the masculine while you're the feminine, or vice versa. They are your reflection. So I know that could be really annoying at times. It could be maybe even disheartening if you're not in communication with one another. But I am here to tell you that none of that matters. This whole journey is for you. You know, it's for them too, but they have to get what they're supposed to get when they get it. Just know that everything that you're feeling is not always all yours. Sometimes you really are feeling your divine other half. So if there's anger or emotional, just whatever, sometimes even sickness, you know that it's not, it just kind of comes from out of nowhere, or pains and, you know, whatever, that it could be that you're picking up on your divine other half. For someone I know, a little right before I started doing this recording, I felt a little something over here on the right hand side of my face. So that could be teeth, jaw related, gums, something just aching. Could be headache, migraine, something like that, but affecting the right side of the face. I'm sorry, you guys. It's like well after 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm still going. So for others of you, you could have woke up today, awakened today, and just not felt like you were in the best energy. Maybe the last few days, as a matter of fact, you've just been feeling kind of blah, kind of drab. Maybe even, I don't know why I want to say dysfunctional, but just maybe agitated, maybe a little sad even. It's almost just like this blah, you know, and what is that? It's like, it's almost like you need encouragement, okay? Some of you may have awakened today and felt as if you just felt under the weather. And when I say that, I almost mean more or less on a emotional and mental level rather than the physical. Okay? Trying to see if there's anything else going on here. I typically can feel everything. I don't know. Maybe someone has been having issues with their legs, blood circulation, maybe the hips even. Lower back, right hand side. Yeah. So that's what comes up. Well, let's go ahead and dive in. I want to get into this healing again. I'm going to be doing some stuff as far as removing some of that karmic gook and gunk that's, keeping divine masculine from awakening to what needs to happen in order for there to be movement in this relationship. Or even just movement for his own growth, his own soul's evolution. If there's anything else Spirit gives me, I'll work on that as well, and I'll let you know if anything changes or is added to that. But again, we're going to just listen to Nelccia. This is, again, a message from Divine Feminines to my Divine Masculines. And let's dive in. It's called Someone. Okay, guys, again, that's Nelccia with Someone. Okay. So let's dive into these energies for the divine masculine tonight. I just want to check in with my divine masculines and see what's going on. Since the last one that I did was just kind of collaborating both energies, right? And so I just wanted to again do a deep dive into the general energies for my divine masculines at this time. So I'm asking that spirit guide me, Ma'at, truth. That truth come to light, truth be revealed. Help me to get the messages out that my divine feminines need to hear and that my divine masculines need to hear what they need to know. So general energies for my divine masculines are the ostrich here. Okay. Someone's feeling a bit embarrassed or ashamed, maybe even guilty, with this head being buried in the ground. Foolish even comes up. I feel like someone might have been blindsided in a way. Again, this is ego coming up. This kind of keeps coming up for some reason in readings. You know, ego is typically about seeing farther. It's about keen sight. Sorry guys, it's so late. I typically see the ego often in the masculine's energy. As for it kind of represents just knowing who you are, remembering who you are, and recognizing that you are not supposed to be clucking and pecking down with the chickens. You have to know the story of the chicken and the eagle and know who you are. Remember, you are king of the sky. Sky is the limit. You have a wingspan larger than any bird of the air. You can fly higher, the highest of altitudes, than any bird of the air. And that's kind of hard to do when you're buried in some type of shame or deceit or you're hiding. And this is confirmed with the cave here, because here we are again with the cave and there being some type of hibernation or just kind of closed mouthedness, okay? Just kind of being standoffish in a way and hidden somewhere. Feeling like they're, you know, maybe in a way that there isn't any light at the end of the tunnel, but knowing that this is your flame for some. Knowing that this is a twin flame, or coming into the know or the foresight, keen sight of who your other person is after a long hibernation, time of silence and going inward. But also for some of you, this is really about seeing your other half as a light, as a beacon of light, as a candle to your darkness, as light to your darkness. I feel like a lot of masculines do have a lot of dark energy because you're operating in your polar opposite, in your shadow, more than in your light. I do feel like you feel like masculines feel like the world is changing, like the world is changing, their world has changed, and also possibly that your divine feminine is your world. You know, maybe it just feels like you're on opposite ends of a globe, even if you're not. That's just how far away and how distant you feel. So how does divine masculine feel about this relationship, or feel about the divine feminine rather? You feel like this divine feminine, when she comes around, you know, she can, what I feel like is, you know, that she has the potential to be, oh yeah, the queen of storms, right? She can come with the storm in her wrath, pretty much, you know. But this also represents just feeling like there has been so much drama, so much stormy weather that this might be irreconcilable. Okay. You know, after the storm, the sun will come out tomorrow. Right? Again, this is the sun is Leo energy. It's about the star. So I feel like this masculine sees this feminine as a star, even if it was just for a time. You saw this feminine as a star, or your sun as some beacon of light, you know, to your darkness at the time. You probably see this feminine also as a dreamer, someone who is very magical, maybe very hippie gypsy and a dreamer like energy, or like someone who typically, some of you have been dreaming about this divine feminine. As a matter of fact, she's been showing up in your dreams. But you see her as a dream chaser, you know. On one end, maybe you see her as someone who's so artsy and hippie gypsy that she's just kind of maybe all over the place, you know. For others of you, you may see her as a dreamer, like, man, everything she sets her mind to, she makes it happen. She makes it come through. She brings it into fruition. And so she is a dreamer, but she's also a dream maker, a doer. And when you connect together, she helps you to dream. She incites you to dream again, to get back in touch with those dreams you once had, that you may have forgotten, or that may be lying dormant. So this is earth, and so maybe this divine feminine could be an earth sign, or you find her energy very grounding for you. I don't know why the song comes to me. Was it BB and CC Winans? It's called Honeycomb. This is the honeycomb. This keeps coming up too in readings for some reason, but yeah, there's a song. What is this song? The Lord is sweeter than the honey in the honeycomb, sweeter than sugar, cotton candy. I just remember that I used to love that song. So your divine masculine sees you as sweet, a sweetheart, you know, someone who's about community, the collective, you know, probably someone who's very giving, very helpful, very community driven, very family oriented. And Spirit tells me as Queen Bee, although there's no, is there a Queen Bee on here? I don't see a Queen Bee. Unless I'm overlooking it, but you know, Queen Bee comes to mind. So maybe you're a queen in your own right. How does this masculine feel about this relationship? How does he see the relationship? Now there's a handful of cards that just flew out, and I'm going to read those last, but I'm going to read the ones that I pulled first. This is really interesting. This divine masculine sees you as possibly already having a new love, having a new love interest. I feel like they are not attractive to you anymore, and maybe you're not their typical type. I think they feel like you are not their typical type. Okay. I also feel like, you know, there's almost like this feeling of what's that song, old school song? Too much, too little, too late to try again with you. Too much, too little, too late to try again with you. Too much, too little, too late to... I don't remember all the lyrics, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me stop saying you know what I'm talking about, because it depends on how old you are. But Yes, it's over. Okay, so that's how this masculine is feeling, like wondering if it's over. Like I feel like feeling like you probably have moved on by now. Um Definitely like there was some past life connection here. So just knowing you felt very familiar. Okay? Feels like you're someone who feels very familiar. Um but at the same time it's just not ready to come up out of this deception, this perception that they want you and others to have of them. They're just not ready. I don't know. This is like they're not really ready to let go of outward perceptions or something like that, you know. So what pops up out of here is again just confirmation that this could possibly be a soulmate situation. Like, you know, all the universe is our soulmate. Okay, most people we encounter, if not everyone we encounter in this life, is a soulmate of sorts. Very different from a twin flame. Okay, but it's our soulmate because everyone, even the homeless person at the store begging for change who, you know, gives you a compliment, you know, not even like they're trying to, it's just that they'll say something like, hey, beautiful, you know, or whatever. It's like even that person is our soulmate, showing up for us to encourage us, to remind us that we're beautiful. Hey, angel, right? Remind you that you're angelic and that you are wonderful, perfectly, wonderfully made. Okay, so all the world is our soulmate, but just recognizing that there was some past life connection, like something very familiar about the connection. But this, you know, masculine also likes to be free. He also likes to feel free and unbound. Okay, religious factors can play a part, and by that, I feel like for many of you, this is not so much you're so religious, they're so religious, or whatever. This really, I feel like has the feeling of this has the feeling of someone on a spiritual path doing work to heal things from the past, to heal the past life karma, to heal yourself this life. And this other person is just not a spiritual person at all, possibly. So therefore there would be spiritual or religious differences. Okay. um Gosh, soulmate comes up again. So I mean, clearly there's some type of a soulmate recognition here. Yeah, some type of like recognition that there's a familiarity here with this connection. But pay attention to the red flag. So I feel like your masculine may feel like you could possibly be full of red flags, or their life is full of red flags. But something has to do with red flags here, and it's like, pump the brakes. It keeps showing up as resistance to this coming together of this soulmate connection. And forgiving and learning. So remember I said I felt like somebody was feeling ashamed, or like, you know, or guilty maybe, or something. So, you know, forgiveness and learning, like somebody needs to forgive the past, somebody needs to forgive themselves, somebody needs to um, forgive whatever they've done and who they believe they've, what is trying to come out. Someone needs to do a lot of forgiveness work, regardless of why. Okay, they need to do a lot of forgiveness work, but I feel like a lot of it has to do with themselves and for the things that they feel like they have done. Okay, um, and in this forgiveness, as they start shedding the layers, then there will be this opening up to learn. You know, the downloads can take place from universe. right? To help them through their healing. So, how what's keeping this masculine from coming forward? Um, we have the tree, it's like trees stay planted in the same place for many years. Not only do they stay planted, but they grow roots underground, and those roots can stretch far and wide, again, making the tree unmovable. And I feel like this just represents right now in this energy a stubbornness. I'm going to stand here and stay here. I'm a tree, and so if you're so stubborn and still, it's not going to breed movement. And so I think that's what's really keeping the situation stagnant, the fact that there's no movement. I feel like they feel like this is not an easy task. This is not all rainbows and caterpillars and butterflies. You know what I'm saying? So it's too hard. There's a lack of bravery. There's a lack of bravery here. You know what I'm saying? In many ways, things aren't really coming full circle. So there's like issues here with commitment, and particularly because someone does not tend to want to look in the mirror. You are the mirror to your masculine, feminine, and vice versa. So if you don't want to see the truth, you don't want to look at yourself in the mirror, you don't want to see your reflection, it stands to reason that divine masculine does not want to see divine feminine yet, because you don't want to see yourself, the things that you need to work on, to heal, to deal with, right, in order to grow and evolve. What are the changes underway? We have relationship dynamics. This has come up, man, so many times. Relationship dynamics. So something about relationship is changing somewhere. I feel like if there's a third party situation, that could be it. I feel like if there's too many people in someone's ear, like all these supposed friendships and business-ships and relationships or situationships, I feel like I see a lot of people, a lot of chatter, a lot of, falsities, a lot of shaking of hands and kiki can and all this stuff. But I just feel like, yeah, this is changing. This is changing. Dietary change. Someone is very concerned about their outward appearance. And so if there has been a loss of weight or a gain of weight, then, either way, there's going to be some work done to make sure that someone maintains a very healthy look, or a very, if this is a masculine energy, a very masculine look. I'm not saying buff or whatever, but I just get the feeling, because I wanted to do my shoulders like that. So like this buff appearance. And a part of that is just, it's right under the lion. I just feel like it's ego. You know what I'm saying? Just stick my chest out. I gotta always be on. You know what I'm saying? And I have to preserve and present myself as such. Sobriety. Someone's definitely working on sobriety or needs to work on sobriety. So it doesn't matter whether this is whether this is smoking, whether it is drinking, whether it is actual, drug addictions or drug usage. Someone knows that that's an issue and that it's something they need to work on at this time. I think they are working on it already. I think someone's cutting back or trying to cut back or something. That's what I'm hearing. Self-care. You know what I'm saying? You can't even make that up. It's someone's really taking care. I see somebody working up. I see push-ups. I see sit-ups. you know, even squats. I just see somebody getting really fit and healthy. Um, I see someone putting down the, it has to be a cigarette or weed, but something that's being smoked, okay? Putting it down. I see juicing and smoothies and stuff, you know, like, yeah, even cutting back on like alcohol and drinking. Oh, wow. And I see moving. So someone's moving soon. Someone knows or feels like they have to move very soon, I'm hearing. Like yesterday. Wow. Yeah. Hmm. Let's see, Spirit, if there's any. Let's see what the love oracle messages are. I don't know why Nelccia's other song comes up, Hurt Me No More. I know I've played that a time, at least once on one of these readings. Hurt Me No More. Yeah, someone's thinking about divine feminine. Someone's even praying to attract divine feminine, like speaking to their angels or asking for protection from the angels or something like that. Let me put my glasses on, guys. I have to see. So, we have emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Wow. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. And this was the bottom of the deck. It says healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Wow. Okay. Specific messages from divine masculine to divine feminine, and then we'll wrap this up. Somebody's heartbroken. Take a chance. Take a chance. Take a risk. Yeah. It's almost like somebody just is like hiding still, like I said before. It's like they're not showing their hand. It's like Don't believe everything you see or hear. My grandma used to say that all the time. Don't believe everything you see and only half of what you hear. Right? Or excuse me, no, reverse that. Don't believe everything you hear and only half of what you see. Okay? The dragonfly. So this is like being lighthearted. This is being things coming to light. This is about healing, right? Finding out. So I feel like whatever this, where was that at? Whatever is going on here. Was it in here? Either way, you know, dragonfly is still about, it's just much like the butterfly, it's still about change and transformation as well, you know, but things that are in the dark come to light at this point in time. But most importantly, it's the healing. And I feel like the healing is not just for divine masculine. This healing is also for my divine feminines, like forgiving, also letting go of resentment, like the card came up and said, you know, knowing your worth, believing in who you are, knowing who you are. Forgiveness comes up for you too, feminines. Like forgiving yourself. Doesn't have to have anything to do with this relationship, but just forgiving yourself, even for being a little selfish, for wanting or feeling like you need to be a little selfish for taking care of yourself, not feeling guilty for that. Okay, this is the palm tree. So we have stability, we have serenity, security, growth. So divine masculine, I mean, really, these are messages from him. So really what he's getting, what he's saying to you, feminine, is, hey, I'm in the background right now because I'm not showing my hand to nobody. I don't trust people. I'm just not there yet. Okay? I'm kind of in this protective mode in my own little cave, in my own or whatever, and I'm just in the backdrop and I'm watching. I am the eagle. I'm watching, you know. I see the light in you. I do, you know, but we're just on two different sides of the world right now. You know what I'm saying? And the world is turning. Okay? And with this dragonfly, it's like, you know, things will come to light eventually, soon enough. But right now, I'm searching for stability. I'm really working on my own personal growth, you know what I'm saying, and how to be a little bit more flexible in my own thinking and my own growth experience. You know, it's like I'm trying to make better choices, healthier choices. I'm trying to take care of myself, self-care. I'm trying to be happier. Man, it's a lot of changes. A lot of changes, and I'm really learning more and more about self-love so I can be a healthier person relationally. Wow, this is the twin flame card. That's so interesting. I'm seeking balance. Yeah, I'm seeking balance. Bottom of the deck is camera. So I see you. You know, I remember. But I'm also trying to learn from the past. Okay. So, those are your messages, guys. I'm going to end there. So, until next time, remember, in all you're getting, get innerstanding. Love is the highest vibration of all. Love brings change. Love heals all things. And again, till next time, I wish you abundance, optimal levels of health, wealth, and wholeness.